Had an interesting morning. Woke up and basically I just woke up, crawled out of bed, and it took like a minute or two to just throw on some clean clothes, get outside. Uh, Got on the bus and I was riding because I had somewhere to be today, something to do, and it took the person at the stop before me got on and was paying with fucking pennies. So when I got on the bus, the driver was just like, just wait right there. And so I'm just standing there up front waiting for this guy to finish putting all his pennies in the thing, and he was getting a transfer too. So that's $1.35 in pennies. And it's four stops later, and like three other people got on too, and we're just waiting for this guy to finish. And then when he is done, he tells the driver thank you, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a dude's voice. And then as he's walking past, she says, "Excuse me," and now she's wearing a white shirt, and like I can kind of see the bra through it, and I'm like, it's a chick. So yeah, turns out the dude with all the pennies was actually a chick with all the pennies. And so that's how my day started. And the bus ride over was just very interesting. Saw a lot of different things. Saw a guy with two babies. Just and then I saw just a lot of different people going on and off. There was this one girl who I'm starting to notice every time I take this specific bus to like this specific part of town, she's always waiting at this stop at this time. And so like I'm starting to recognize like her, like, because I know like especially the past three times that I've taken this specific bus at this specific time, she's always gone on at this specific stop, and she has her bike with her too. Like I don't know where she gets off because I leave a few stops later, but that's something I'm noticing. But one thing, something that kind of stuck in my head, I don't even know why this happened, but like I'm just thinking there's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that coming on and off the bus. And I'm like, and I'm just looking at them like, she's very beautiful. She's very beautiful. That woman at the next bus stop looks very beautiful. That woman across the street walking into a deli, she looks very beautiful. I don't even know where all this was coming from, but then I was inspired to write a song, which is called parentheses I'm falling in love parentheses with you. And so like I always carry a paper and a notepad and some pens with me everywhere just in case, because you never know where inspiration's gonna strike, and I have such short-term memory loss. So I always make sure to have stuff with me, and so I just started jotting things down, and I ended up writing a song, which if you haven't seen it already, it's the video I uploaded just before this one. Link down in the description if you feel like listening to it, but if not, let's just keep on with this. Anyways, I wrote that song not necessarily about how I feel right now, but mostly about like it was mostly inspired by like who I was in high school. It's got more of that style of songwriting, with the type of the genre and stuff that it's in, and also just the subject matter, because that's basically all of high school was just 4 years of me just writing love songs about all the girls who had wanted nothing to do with me. And then so I get to where I'm going, I do my thing. 4 hours later, I'm like, I got the first half of the song, let's write the second half. And then, so I wrote the second half of it, then I had lunch, and then an hour later, I look at this, an hour later, like I'm on the bus home, and I'm looking at the song, and I'm like, yeah, it's good, I like it. And then more girls keep coming. I see more women just all around me, all over the world. There's women everywhere, and there's. I started crying. Long story short, I started crying, and like here I am, just like I'm crying, and I'm just thinking about the fact that I wrote this love song. I wrote a beautiful love song that I'm kind of proud of, and I don't know, it's just, I'm kind of realizing that it means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely shit. And I guess that's what upset me, and I'm realizing that the reason I'm crying is because like the realization just hit me that I've wasted a third of my life. I mean, years and years of my life have been dedicated to writing the perfect song, because I kind of based my entire life around like being the type of guy that a woman could not resist falling in love with. You know, just every song that I ever listened to, every movie I watched, every TV show I watched, talking about how women want this sensitive guy who's kind and caring and blah blah blah, all this bullshit. And like I dedicated my life to being that kind of guy, the one that a girl could really fall in love with. And I learned how to write songs and stuff, because like apparently girls can't resist a good love song. But here's the thing that they never fully explained in detail, is that a love song can't make a girl fall in love with you. It can't give her feelings that she doesn't already have. Like, the most it can do is that if she's already has feelings for you, and maybe it'll make her realize that she had them already, that she's had them all along. It might make her be brave enough to admit that she feels the same as well. But if she doesn't like you, writing her a great love song isn't gonna change that, no matter how amazingly talented you are. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying that as a fact. I'm a better songwriter than the majority of people that I've met in my life. And it just means absolutely shit. And that's just years and years of my life dedicated to trying to be the type of guy that people say girls want, that the media says girls want, that girls I've known have said they wanted. Just trying to be this perfect guy. Just years of my life writing all these worthless piece of shit love songs, which still better than most of the shit out there, but at the same time, what has it really done for my life? It's just, I'm looking back at the entirety of my life, and now I'm 25 years old, and I've never been on a date. I technically had one girlfriend freshman year of high school, but that lasted a month, and then she got bored and left me for someone else. And I don't know, looking back on my life, it's just, you know how many years it's been? I spent a third of my life basically dedicated to just trying to find someone, and now here I am, and I've basically just given up completely. I've just accepted the fact that this is my life, this is who I am, and it's never gonna change. Why bother trying? And I don't feel bad about giving up, because fuck it, at some point in time you gotta realize it's just not gonna happen. But, it's just, I spent a third of my life, dedicated to building towards this one goal, and now it's just, it all amounted to absolutely shit. It means nothing. It's just years of my life completely fucking totally wasted. And that upset me. And I guess it's probably been upsetting me for a while, maybe, because there's probably other issues going on in my head, but one of the biggest problem with me is that I have trouble vocalizing my emotions. I have trouble expressing things. So, I tend to internalize everything. Anger, sadness, excitement most of the time. Everything it stays inside, just constantly being forced back in, until eventually one day, boom, it just all comes out. And suddenly, in the middle of the day, while I'm at work washing some pots and pans, or when I'm on a fucking VIA bus just riding home, surrounded by total strangers, I just randomly burst into tears. And they know I'm doing it, and I know that they know. Thankfully, they all pretended that they didn't see it. Because I wasn't in the mood to deal with total strangers and having to talk to them and explain this shit. No, just let me have my cry, and we'll all go about our day pretending we never met. Because, I got off a bus 2 minutes ago and basically just turned on the video camera, started recording shit. I've already forgotten the faces of every single person that was on the bus. Hopefully they've done the same for me. And because that would be embarrassing if you're walking through Walmart or HEB or something, and then someone walks up to you hey, you're the guy that was crying on the bus, are you okay? I just don't think I could handle that. But so yeah, that's just how my life happens. So now I'm home, and I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my day off, except immediately after this I'm gonna upload one, I guess, kind of social justice video where I just talk about injustices in life and things that ideals that I fight for and why I fight for them. Other than that, I might play some video games for a while, but main thing I want to do really is just catch up on a lot of the anime that I've been missing, because I've been skipping out. It's been a busy weekend, and it seems like the new simulcast is beginning, so I'm gonna check some of those out, especially because we got a new brand Haikyuu Season 2, Noragami Season 2. They're finally doing the second half of Season 1 of Owari no Seraph, Vampire Rain Seraph at the end. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe play a video game, maybe not, who knows, but I'm definitely gonna watch a lot of anime. And then tomorrow morning, wake up, try to enjoy my morning best I can, and then start another week of work, which hopefully I can make it through the whole thing without crying, because I haven't done that yet. I just started this job in September, and I have yet to go an entire 5-day work week without crying on the job. That's where my head is at right now. God, there are so many things wrong with me, I don't even know where to start.